Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the ultimate TFL car hot hatch matchup. Or is it mashup? Over here we have the brand new Nismo Juke. In this corner, a hot hatch from America, or is it America, or Europe. The brand new Focus ST, which I know is Nathan's dream car. Nathan, what do you got over there?
I've got the Golf R, all-wheel drive turbocharged and pretty damn fast.
Coming up next on the Fast Lane Car.
Okay folks, when you're looking at these cars, I know you're thinking German, Japanese, kind of Americanish, but I got a better way to think about it. Look at the Golf R as classical music with a little bit of Pink Floyd and some somber Depeche Mode. Punk rock! Kick-ass rock and roll! House music. Am I right?
You are right, Nathan. And people might be wondering, why are we comparing an all-wheel drive car to a front-wheel drive car to a front-wheel drive / all-wheel drive car? And the answer is, that's why it's called a mashup.
Think about your money and how far it goes with these cars. Yeah, I know, plastic cover. This one actually does have sound deadening material here. But this is more important. This is a 2-liter engine. It's an EcoBoost that's turbocharged and puts out 252 horsepower. Awesome, but better yet, 270 pound-feet of torque. It's hooked up to a proper, very smooth 6-speed manual transmission, and it screams. It absolutely loves to be revved. I mean, how many times have you seen a small Ford that loved to be revved in America? I could do that all day long. Love this car. I hear it's pretty quick at sea level. So that would be, I think they said between 6 and 6.5 seconds at sea level. Well, air density is different up here, folks, so it's not going to be as fast. And quite frankly, at 250 pounds and a 90-degree day, I think I can get it under 7 seconds. I've left the traction control on. It's the only thing you can really do. I'm going to try to have the front end hook up. Here we go, guys. Come on, I can do it all the way to 60, yes! 7.35. Kyle, my man, I'm gonna try one more time. I think I can get a little bit faster. One more.
Go for it.
All right. Here we go. That wasn't good. I was able to go faster, my man. But unfortunately, it wasn't as fast as I wanted to go. It was 7.16. That was my fastest. Not bad at all. Here, because I can't really. You see that?
I don't know if it. Yep.
All right, power up.
Alright, so under the hood we have the exact same engine that you get in Europe, which is a 2-liter direct injected turbo, except in Europe it puts out more power. Why? Well, I asked Volkswagen that when I had the chance to drive this in Europe, and they said because we're a hot country. Of course, they get the same car in Australia with the same tuning as in Europe, so I guess Australia is a cold country. Anyway, we get 256 horsepower and 243 pound-foot of torque. So let's see how fast that'll do 0 to 60. I know with this car, if I floor it, it'll hold 3.5. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna floor it. Oh, a little wheel spin there. There's 40, here comes 50, and I have to shift, and that's gonna slow me down. 8.86. 8.86. That's not, well, that's not grand. It is a little bit hotter than when Nathan did this, but I'm gonna try it one more time, see if I can get a better time than that. The problem is it will not reach 60 in second gear, so I have to shift into second gear, actually into third gear, to make 60, and that's where I'm losing a lot of time. This car needs that dual clutch automatic that's available in Germany and the rest of the world, because it really makes perfect use of this engine's power band. With the manual shifter, you just can't read 60 by the time you get to the end of second gear, and that is a problem for 0 to 60 times. All right, I'm gonna try it one more time, see if it doesn't bog. So we got ball gauge.
Folks, what you're looking at is a 197 horsepower 4-cylinder engine that puts out 184 pound-feet of torque, and it's direct injected, it's turbocharged, it's a 1.6 liter, and it's hooked up to a CVT transmission to all 4 wheels. Okay, Kyle, you ready, buddy? Let's do this. Sounds like a hamster on a wheel on crack. All right, 0 to 60 in the Nismo Juke. I give this car a lot of, I poke it a lot, I prod it. I say bad things about it, but I really don't mean it. Let me shut the AC off here. And I have it on 2-wheel drive, so I'm gonna do 2-wheel drive in this run, and then 4-wheel drive in the next run. I'm gonna leave traction control on because it really doesn't seem like it makes much of a difference, and I'm gonna rev it up to about 3,000 RPM and take off. Let's do it. Maybe not. Let's try that again. Oh, it only lets me rev up to 2,200 RPM. But we're off. Come on. Come on. Ooh. That wasn't so good. 9.16. Here, have a look. Down. Can you see? 9.16. I'm in all-wheel drive. We're just going to start from around 600 RPM. Let's see what happens. I feathered into it. 7, 8, 9. Wasn't as fast. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Look at this, 9.98.
And we've got, all right, it's floored. It's a little bit better, didn't bog that time. There's the power, there's, come on, and I gotta shift or it's gonna kill it, and there's 60. 8.13. That's the best I could do, 8.13. So, there you have it, 0 to 60 in 8.13 seconds in the Golf R, which is not ideal. There's 2 two issues, Nathan. First of all, it bogs a little bit.
Yeah.
And secondly, I can't reach 60 before hitting the red line limiter. So I have to shift into third gear, and that's where the time is lost. The other problem is you need that dual clutch.
Yeah, dual clutch, huh?
Yeah, dual clutch.
Oh, I guess it means in my car, the Focus ST is the best.
So the big question is, on the TFL scale of buy it, lease it, rent it, or forget it, I'm going to say buy it, and lease it.
Absolutely. But here's the real question. Roman, with your own money, which one would you buy?
Ooh. You know, that's actually easier than I thought. A year ago, it would have been the Golf R, but today, new king of the hill,
Yeah!
Focus ST. I see you agree with that.
I absolutely agree with it. I would sell my children's organs on eBay just to get one.
As always, this is Roman and
Nathan
saying thanks for watching. Remember, subscribe for a new car video every day, and
peace out, homie.
That's right, it's an Audi S8, $125,000 supercar with 520 horsepower under the hood. And coming up next week on the Fast Lane Car, Nathan and I are going to take this 0 to 60. And I can tell you one thing, it's one of the fastest cars we've ever tested up here at a mile above sea level. So remember, subscribe for a new video every day, and check out this video coming up next week.